Kimberly has a new mayor and it's game on for the high school playoffs. I'm Robert Carter and this is NJNtv. More on the resumption of softball playoffs in just a moment. But first, the town of Kimberly has appointed a new mayor. Councilman Craig Harris was elected unanimously by the town council in a special meeting on Thursday. Harris replaced Ralph Lindsay, who resigned for health reasons on April 20th. Harris started working the next day. Mayor Pro Tem Brad Stark, who had filled in as mayor since Lindsay's resignation, decided not to be considered because of conflicts with work, family, and National Guard duty. Harris's council position will now need to be filled by an appointment at a later meeting. Also in Thursday's meeting, the council promoted James E. Belding to be Kimberly's new police chief. Fultondale Elementary School's principal has been named Alabama Elementary Principal of the Year by the state's Parent-Teacher Association, and she didn't even make it to her award ceremony in Montgomery because she didn't know about it. Cindy Cornelius won the award last week. She was nominated by the school's former PTA president, Michelle Phillips, who did so without telling Cornelius. Cornelius has been at the school for a quarter century. She served as principal for 4 years. Local high school officials are keeping an eye out for any possible cases of swine flu. Mortimer Jordan Principal Barbara Snyder says that any student with a fever is being sent home, and students throughout the Jefferson County schools are being instructed on how to avoid infection, and parents are being asked to keep sick children at home. As of Monday, there was 1 confirmed case of swine flu in the state and 10 probable cases, including 1 adult in Metro Birmingham. No cases have been reported in the North Jefferson County area. A photographer wants to donate this historic house to the town of Brookside, but the town needs the money to move it from its current location. The Shotgun House, which dates back to the early 1900s, is one of few such houses that survived the floods of 2003. Joseph Graham inherited the house from his grandparents and originally hoped to use it as a studio, but insurance issues prevented that, so he decided to offer the house to the town. However, it must be moved by this Friday or it will face demolition. The town is seeking donations to pay for moving the house to the municipal complex, where they hope to use it as a museum devoted to the area's mining history. Sports in a minute. First, a look at the NJN community calendar. In sports, the AHSAA Spring Sports Playoffs are back on. Executive Director Steve Savarese made the decision Monday morning after a meeting with medical advisors. Savarese had shut down the playoffs late last Wednesday because of the swine flu outbreak, with plans to tentatively start the playoffs again on Tuesday. Those plans now have the go-ahead, and area softball tournaments will start Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. with Class 4A play at Corner. Hayden starts its Class 5A area tournament at Mortimer Jordan at noon, as does Vestavia Hills with its 6A tournament. That's where Gardendale will play in a 2 o'clock game. Corner will finish up on Tuesday night while the others finish play on Wednesday. Regional playoffs begin Thursday with most local teams playing at Birmingham's Liberty Park. Mortimer Jordan's moved up in the current USA Today National High School Top 25 polls. They advanced 3 spots to number 22. No games means no scores and no roll. But don't worry, we'll more than make up for it on Thursday. In weather, our area escaped the severe storms that hit much of east and central Alabama on Sunday. Monday's forecast has a chance of more storms through the night, but nothing severe is expected. We'll have a chance of showers on Tuesday and a bigger chance on Wednesday with perhaps some severe weather. Tonight's low should be around 60, highs the rest of the week in the low to mid 80s and lows in the low 60s. We'll finally see some clearing on the weekend. Coming Wednesday, we'll have coverage of Kimberly's first Doss Ferry May Days Festival, plus we'll have the council meetings in Gardendale and Warrior. And in sports, we'll cover this week's area softball tournaments and get ready for the weekend regionals. All that and much more in Wednesday's North Jefferson News. And that is NJNtv for Monday, May 4th. We're always online at njeffersonnews.com and follow us on Twitter at NorthJeffNews. I'm Robert Carter. So long.